Hey everyone, and welcome to another quick update on the state of the Elite Command game that I'm making. So, since last time, it's been a while, but there's been a good few changes. So if we head into the main menu, first thing you'll hear is there's been a music pack added to the game, as you'll probably see in the bottom left here in the content. But if we full screen and start a new game, it switches randomly between music tracks when you start, so this is one of the few that I've selected out of the pack. So if we head into tutorial first, why not? The tutorial level has had a little bit of a makeover, nothing too much, just a little bit of a terrain and water just to make it look a bit prettier than just a grey floor. So yeah, that's about it for the tutorial level. One thing that did help when making the terrain, just make the music a bit quieter, was a macro variation tutorial that I used to help give the terrain a bit of a different look than just the same texture repeating everywhere. I'll link the video I used in the description of this one, and then you can go check it out if you want. So if you're watching this, you probably already know what it is and used it yourself. So yeah. So if we return to the menu and start a new game, it's pick the same music, but oh well. So we head into the islands, which is the first main map that I've been building. Wait for it all to properly load in and not be square chunks. Then as you'll see, it's close to the map layout that I'm going to put in the forum post along with it. So try my best to optimize around the map. When you're playing, it does actually give a bit of a higher FPS, but because I'm recording, it has dropped a bit. So the optimizations I've made are with the popping of the trees and the grass. Though I guess that could be changed depending upon how good your hardware is. Mine's a bit old at this point, so as you'll probably hear in a second, there's new sound effects for most things in the game, such as the menus, building units, clicking on the units, and if we send one out to take one of the resources, I'll probably need to get rid of some of these rocks because they are in the way. You'll hear that it makes a sort of mining sound. Then how fast it does it depends on how much resources this resource gives. And one thing you'll also probably see here is build defensive turret. So you'll see that in a sec once I have the resources. But I'll speed it up just to speed it up. So the defensive turret is just a small, slow firing turret that just helps to defend the point when there's no available units nearby. Not the best thing ever, but it can take out a few easy targets by itself. So, yeah. One thing I'll also point out real quick is that the colour of the base is changed depending on whether it's an AI base or the player's base. As you see, the player's base is blue, AI's base is red. And you can also see the health bars of the AI's base, whereas yours you have to go into the menu. So yeah, it's the same for the troops. Well, if I build a few troops, I haven't really got the resources for it, so I only took one resource point. I'll just build one. So if I build one unit, you'll see that this guy is blue, whereas if the AI has built its own troops yet, yeah, they're heading towards my base. They are red, well, sort of a pinkish red, but yeah, you get the point. One thing I'll probably quickly do is head into not the tutorial level, but the test level, as a help to quickly show off some of the features I want to talk about. So now that we're in this level, it should be a lot quicker to show off some of the stuff I want to talk about. So if we take one of these and just wait a while for the AI to start building troops. In fact, one thing I can show in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, is if we go into the options, if you don't like the current track that's playing, you can always skip it to the next one. So, go 2 units and send them out. The turrets have a different sound, it's sort of like a heavier sort of bullet sound compared to the units which have a sort of softer sort of sound. Just so they took out my units. One thing I did change about the resources as well is how much health they actually have. It doesn't take any longer to take it, as in when you originally take the resource with the mining drill, but it will take a while longer to actually take it with units when you're attacking it. So yeah. So one thing that you'll probably notice if they start attacking my resource, I'm going to go a few times, depending. When it does get attacked, if they don't get killed immediately from the attack it, which they are currently. But after getting attacked, after 10 seconds of not getting attacked, the turret, the resource will start to regain itself. So you shouldn't have to spend the whole game with your resource damaged. It should start to reheal itself. As you probably could tell when the AI shoots, there's a little bit of camera shake out now whenever something shoots or whenever an explosion happens. So if we were to build a tank, you would see a pretty big camera shake. And speaking of tanks, I've built the wrong thing, but to go into is there's different sounds for researching. And if you're not in the research hut when it finishes, it'll tell you on the screen when it's finished. So if we set it back to normal speed and then just go look at something else, you'll see it tells you on the screen here. And there's a little sound that accompanies it. So if we had the resources to build a tank, and then we got that tank to shoot something, you'd see quite big a camera shake that happens when it shoots. Yeah, one thing I still need to add is the AI's ability to build turrets on resource points, as they don't actually have the ability to build turrets themselves yet. So that's one of the last few things I do need to add. And then I do want to have 2 more endgame units added. As you see, select at the end here we've got the mobile cannon. I'm going to have another flight unit, because at the moment we've only got one sort of flying unit in the aerial barracks. So I thought if we had another, it would be a bit better. So yeah, that's all the changes for now. Thanks for watching, and if I end up making another one, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.